Right, I just drilled a small hole and I've just put a blob of glue there and I'll plant a tree. Right, just gentle art of persuasion putting the tree in. Like that. We'll look at this one. So I drilled a small hole, just put a tree in there, just put some bush around, just hold it in. These are the background trees to go up there, so that at the back of the tree they are quite flat. They're not like how you'd see a tree in real life. They're just quite flat at the back and they're ideal to sit at the back of the scene. So again, your PVA bottle, just squeeze some glue in just to hold it in place for a while. That's all you have to do, and that'll dry hard over a few days and leave a little tree where it is. I'll carry on with some more. Let's see how they look. Again, just drill your hole. It's easy to drill a hole and try and force something through the scenery, the base of the scenery. You might cause more damage. It's just easier to drill a hole. Then just grab your tree and plant like so. There you are, the tree is in place. Just put a drop of PVA just at the back of the tree, just to hold it against the back of the scene. And seems to be holding okay. Sometimes you do have to prop these things up when they're on hillsides just till the glue's gone off, but hopefully I won't have to. I'm hoping, but we'll probably end up well. Just shows you what it sort of takes a different dimension when you start putting trees in. Brings a scene to life. So there you are, you just put your tree in place the way you want it to be and just dab your glue in that. That'll take a couple of days to take off, but there you go. If you want to top your tree up, just put some hairspray on it, sprinkle some more, let that dry and sprinkle some more hairspray. Just spray some more hairspray on and that will hold everything in place. I'll do that last. I usually end up using a whole can on this sort of a thing. This holds everything in place. And the same thing, just drill the hole again. I know this is quite repetitive, but what it is with trees, and just squeeze your glue in, and that'll just go into the scenery and dry off. If you're a little bit unsure, you can put a little small bush under there just to hold it a bit more, but it seems to be fine. So as you can see, I just put a few more out, just to give you the idea of what I'm actually trying to achieve here as regards to trees along the fence. Sometimes you can overdo a scene, that's one of the worst things you can actually do, but sometimes overdoing a scene can sometimes enhance it, so you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea as regards to how many trees you do actually put onto one hill or one section of land. But I think it's all, at the end of the day, it all lies with the individual. But this just gives you a general idea. Here's a bit of a tip for you. All those bits of spare length of rails you got lying around, tree proppers. To glue your tree in, it's a little bit slightly doesn't quite want to play ball. That's all I've done. Got a length of rail. This is a scrap piece of rail, and just put loads of glue at the back and at the base, and just using it to prop it in. Give it a couple of days or so. You can take the rail away and the tree won't move. And just done the same sort of thing there, just use a couple of old rails just to prop that tree up a bit until the glue sets. I say it's got over this weekend anyway to dry off. I won't come near at all. A bit busy anyway, so it suits me fine with these trees propped up drying. I can leave them for 2 or 3 days, no problems. As you can see, I've used a few more rails to prop trees up just while the glue is going off. Sometimes we are lucky, we don't have to. It was quite a tight fit, so that one was okay. Just put a drop of glue at the base of it and they'll hold in nice. Doesn't need any support at all, but unfortunately some of them do. problem when you make your own trees. You can't always judge that they're going to sit where you want them to. I know sometimes you've got the same problems with ready-made, but they are a lot more sturdier than these ones. Right, let's see if this one will go in okay. Yep, well, there we go. Oh, jump by. Yeah, that one's going in okay. Just put a little more glue at the bottom. I'll just soak in. There we are. It's not looking too bad. Just remember that in steam days, they are at a policy of, I think probably the big four had a policy of around tunnel mountains, around by the sides of railway lines, that there was a 60-foot clearance of any trees. So it's worth to bear that in mind. But when you are in a transition period into diesel, they are lapsed a little bit on that for obvious reasons. Sometimes you have to resort to desperate measures like using small glue bottles and screwdrivers. It all seems to, it'll be okay once all the glue's gone off. It's all gone hard. I say PVA dries clear anyway. So just gives you a general idea of what's happening at the moment. There is more to go on, but I'll get some more sorted out ready for the next take. Right, this is the almost completed scene. The trees are all on now, as many as I want to put on. I was going to go for some more, but I'm not going to bother. I think it's okay. You don't want to overdo a scene. Just got now the realistic water effects to go on. The Noch grass tufts to go on there. A couple of figures, 2 fishermen. Some lighting for the mill. And I think that'll be about it for this scene. So thanks everyone that's commented on it so far, and very, very much appreciated. Right, all I'm doing is getting these little grass tufts out of the packet by Noch. Use a pair of tweezers, dab of glue, and just look for places where you think a bit of grass might grow a bit. So any sort of area where you think you haven't quite done a decent job with something, you can just cover it up with these little grass tufts. They'd be very, very useful. I like them. So you just pop them anywhere and they look quite good. Right, what I've done is just put some in here around, just dot them around that place. Look like they're growing out of broken stones and things like that, you know, they're just like weeds just growing up. Variate them around the place. They come in different colours. They come in packs like this. I say you can get all different colours. These are medium green, these are, and you can get light green and dark green, and you can get them as plants and flowers. Really useful to use. As I say, just dot them about the place. Just looks like weeds growing everywhere. Gives a different view on the scene. As I say, with these tufts you can put them anywhere you like, anywhere you think there's going to be some weeds or grass that just might grow in awkward areas. Just pop them in. They look quite good, very, very effective. They are a bit expensive, but as I say, they come in all various shades of greens and other colours if you want. They look quite good once you get the hang of where to put them. They look quite effective. These are flowers, wildflowers by Noch. Just randomly put them into places. It's a little bit awkward to show you how I do this. As I say, it's the same as this stuff. Dab of glue, and then just put them wherever you want to put them. I'll put them just along the fences. That's about the only place I'm really going to put some of these. Not going to use all of them, just the yellows and the whites. I say just randomly place them around the area that you want them to put. Well, I'm just going to put them alongside the fences and the pathway, and that should do it for those. So as you can see, I've just put some splashes of colour around. Just vary where you're going to put them. It just gives a little bit of colour to the scene. As I say, just a bit of glue on the base of these little wild flowers, and just place them wherever you want them to go. Now, just randomise them. There you go, just like that. Right, as you can see, I'm just putting the reeds in. Doesn't matter if they're a bit too long or a bit too short, you can sort them out later when they've gone dry, and then trim them if necessary and just hoover off the excess. Let's show you a bit more here. Sorry about this. A bit longer than what I thought, but you just put them along the embankment, pop them in. As I say, you can sort them out once the glue's gone hard, before you do any else to your river. Right, I've put some reeds and that in now, as you can see. It's all coming along nicely now. Happy with the amount of greenery I've got on here now. I think the next stage is the realistic water effects, and that'll be in the next episode of 50 Shades of Green.